Hello, folks on the West Coast for the Collegewise virtual college fair powered by StriveScan. My name is Earl Macom, and I am your StriveScan facilitator tonight. And in this particular session, we have 6 colleges presenting to you, all in the Southeast region. So Davidson College, North Carolina State University, the University of North Carolina School of the Arts, Presbyterian College, the College of Charleston, and the University of South Carolina. We'll present to you in this 45-minute session. A couple of reminders for those who are watching and listening in. I will tell you that your Q&A box in your Zoom toolbar is live and functional. That is how you can correspond with the representatives tonight. They will answer you as best they can through the live chat feature within that box. Your camera, your microphone are off. The panelists cannot see you or hear you. And if you have opportunities to sign up for more sessions within this 3-hour session tonight, I would just recommend you do so. There's this website there as to how you can access the schedule. And this session is being recorded. So if you miss anything tonight that our presenters talk about, you can go back and watch it and listen to it at the link right above there. At the StriveScan link right above there. So, all right, folks, without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Lee Hoffman, who is our presenter from Davidson College. And Lee, off you go. Thanks for coming tonight.
Awesome.
Have a great presentation.
All right, and I have a fully blank screen at the moment. There we go, starting off with mild technical difficulties, but we can do this. Thank you all for coming and adding some Zoom time to your evening or afternoon this evening. But my name is Lee Hoffman. I'm an Associate Dean of Admission at Davidson College in Davidson, North Carolina. So you're going to get quite the lay of the land of the Carolinas this evening. We are located about 20 miles north of Charlotte, North Carolina. So about an hour and a half in from the mountains, 3.5 to 4 hours in from the beach, depending on which state's beaches you choose to go to from here. But some quick fast facts about Davidson. We are a small liberal arts college. By small, right around 2,000 students, and all residential. So as you can see in this photo I've popped up, people are out and about. Is a place where we live, we learn. Students really enjoy the opportunity to live on campus all 4 years because everything they need is about a 5 to 10 minute walk away. We are that quintessential little college town. So just a moment away from where you see at this picture, this is kind of the lawn outside our main academic building. We have a small little main street that has your ice cream shops, coffee shops, and you can jump on the highway and in 30 minutes be at an international airport and are a big city of about 3 million people in our metro area. So a lot of students choose Davidson because of the location. Great weather, small town, big city amenities right down the road. Students also choose Davidson because of our honor code. A lot of places have honor codes. Davidson really takes theirs to another level. So it's not something you just sign at the top of the test when you take it and promise not to cheat. It's something you really live on a day-to-day basis. So students sign it at the end of freshman orientation. From that moment on, they are trusted as a member of the Davidson community. And I describe it when I talk to students, they really lead with that sense of integrity and expect that of those around them. There's some really great tangible benefits like take-home finals, self-scheduled exams. If you are enjoying being at home and taking tests in your pajamas, you can continue to do that in college if you come to Davidson. So I have students that will say they've taken probably, they can count on one hand the number of tests they've taken in a classroom during their time here. It also means that you can kind of leave your stuff around. So it's a place where just a lot of trust and integrity amongst our students. People also choose Davidson because of the academics. So, you know, we are a liberal arts institution. We care less about what you're going to major in and more that you're going to become a lifelong learner, that you're going to be able to think creatively, to write well, to argue a point respectfully. We have lots of fantastic majors to choose from and professors that are excited to guide you along the way. My favorite thing about Davidson and academics is the fact that the curriculum is incredibly flexible and that you get fantastic advisors. So it's all undergraduate. Our professors are here to teach. My favorite stories that students tell is the fact that a lot of them have, you know, professors, there's official advisors and unofficial advisors that cheer them along the way. One of our students that works in our office is writing a thesis right now, and she has 6 or 7 professors weighing in. Only one's actually her advisors, but they care. right? And this is, a place where you will be known as a student. So if you have individual interests, it sounds good to have a cup of coffee with a professor, be part of an environment where students are going to want to gather after class and keep having conversations. You'll be surrounded by like-minded people. Great pre-professional tracks. We check all the boxes for study abroad, for internships, for research, if those things interest you. Great ways to explore those on our website Beyond. I'm not going to go into detail this evening, but you can do all of that and more at Davidson. Our students also are really active outside the classroom. So I've never met a student that I asked them, hey, what are you involved in? And they said nothing or just one thing. They tend to be involved in a variety of clubs, sports, arts, service. Service is a really big piece of the Davidson experience. Our students have kind of talked about that sense of integrity, but our students are always looking outside themselves saying, how can I help? What can I do? And that's, in courses around campus. Campus has changed so drastically in the 5 or 6 years that I've been there. And that's because students have brought things to the table and say, hey, we think this would make this place better, more welcoming. This would be better. This would better resource us as students. And the people at Davidson, the staff, the faculty, they listen. They empower students to be able to do that. They also look outside themselves and do a lot of service in the local community, in the surrounding areas in Charlotte. And so if you're that type of person, you want to be surrounded by people that care about others, that care about making this world a better place when they're at Davidson and once they leave, you'll find those people here. A couple other unique pieces about Davidson. We do have Division I sports. So for a campus of only 2,000 students, that means about 25% of our students are Division I athletes. You wouldn't notice that just by walking around, but there's some really great energy around athletics at Davidson. You can have that big sports feel, small school mentality. So you can walk across campus on a Thursday night, throw on a Wildcats t-shirt, go to a basketball game that's on ESPN, and then the next morning at 8:30, you are in a class with one of our basketball players, or your roommate is a Division I diver or swimmer. We also have club and intramural sports, a lot of great energy around the arts too. You don't have to be a major in any of those areas to be involved. So if you want to be in an orchestra or in the chorale or in one of our a cappella groups, there's no requirements to take classes or to major in those areas to be involved. And ultimately, I think students choose Davidson because they want to be an engaged part of the community. I mentioned that I've asked students what they're involved in. They always give me a laundry list of things. We have over 200 student organizations on campus. And what that means is it's really, really easy to get involved. It's easy to get over involved when you're first at Davidson and then have to figure out what you actually want to do. But we really attract students that love to learn, want to be engaged both in the classroom and in the community. And then when they leave Davidson, want to go on and impact the world in really positive ways. There's some really fantastic ways after this evening to continue to get to know us. All of our virtual programming is live. So you will have somebody like myself, or even better, probably one of our students. So we have live guided tours that are available. You can join those, live Q&As, Ask a Wildcat Lives with our students. Again, word live is used a lot. We put somebody in everything that we do. And then we're finishing up our Discover Davidson series right now. So you can check out those. We have a financial aid meeting, and also our President Carol Quillen is going to be speaking to students coming up, I believe, next week. So please join us for that. I'm going to throw up a quick slide. I work with students from Northern California. My colleague, Mike Mansway, works with students from Southern California. If you're not sure where you lie in that region, just email one of us and we will pass you along to either one. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Lee. Okay, Justin from NC State. All right, go Wolfpack, here you go.
So hello everyone, thank you for joining this afternoon. My name is Justin Richardson. I'm the Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admissions here at NC State University. A little background about myself, been working here in the admissions office for about 4 going on 5 years now. And I'm also a graduate of NC State. I received my degree here in 2015. While I was here on campus, I mainly focused my education and my bachelor's degree toward communication with a media concentration. So a little quick overview about NC State. We are located in Raleigh, North Carolina, roughly speaking about 10 miles from the RTP airport. NC State is the largest school in North Carolina. Roughly speaking, we have about 36,000 students on campus. Of that number, about 24 to 25,000 are undergraduate students from over 120 different countries. So basically students all around the world are located right here within our one school. Even though we are a very large school, our average classroom size is about 35 students, and we have a 14-to-1 student and faculty ratio. So really, we are a big school with some small school aspects to it as well. We are known as a STEM institution, so we focus a lot in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But overall, we offer over 100 majors here in the university in some shape or form. We are ranked top 10 best value in the nation overall, and number 7 as far as best value for out-of-state students attending the university, which just means coming to NC State is a good bang for your buck and investment you're making within your education. We do have 2 campuses within our area within Raleigh. The first one you're seeing on the screen is parts of main campus, and we also have parts of our Centennial campus, which is less than a half a mile from our main campus location. That we have a bus system that takes students back and forth between all 3, both of our campuses. One thing really cool about Centennial campus is home to our engineering and textiles majors, as well as over 70 plus different local businesses and government agencies. So if you're looking to get an internship, co-op, or undergraduate research experience, it is very, very easy to do it right outside of your academic classroom door. You also see some different startup and entrepreneurship opportunities here on the campus. So if you have more of an entrepreneurial mindset, always talk about starting your own business, anything around there is very easy to get plugged in. We have our very own entrepreneurship garages right in our Centennial campus and also parts of the downtown Raleigh. So with that location within Raleigh and how close we are with being within the capital, it's very easy to get plugged in here on our campus or with the downtown opportunities with different jobs and corporations and jobs within the Research Triangle Park area. As far as having so much stuff with academics, we do want to focus about student success as well. With being such a large university, we have over 700 different student organizations here on the campus. So if there's anything you're involved in right now within your school or your community, I can almost promise you we have it here on campus in some shape or form. Whether you want to get involved with student organizations within a different living and learning village, intramural sports, undergraduate research, student success preparing for a career, anything around there, we have a special fit for you. When people really ask us what's the most popular thing, we tell them it can vary a little bit just depending on what students are interested in. During my time here on campus, one of my big things I was involved with was intramural sports. And I also work within our creamery, which we sell our ice cream, which fun fact, we make our own ice cream here on campus. As far as applying to NC State, one thing I would encourage you to look at is think about what you want to major in. The reason being is that we do admit students directly into the major from the application. On the application, you'll have a first choice and second choice major selection. I would encourage you to try to find 2 different majors you are interested in. Once again, we offer over 100 majors in total. The best way to sum it up right now is that we offer most majors except for nursing. These 3 programs you see on the screen in the middle is our 3 most popular majors. The one that may sound a little bit different is called Exploratory Studies. So this is our first year undecided major. When you come in and have help from our advisors, find the best fit major for yourself. So we do understand for some students, there may be a lot of pressure trying to pick a possible major or career while you're in high school. If you're undecided, that's completely fine. Choose Exploratory Studies, come into the campus, and our advisors will take care of the rest. And I can speak from personal experience to let you know, when I came into NC State, I came into Exploratory Studies. I was able to switch my major within 4 different times, and I was still able to graduate within 4 years. As far as getting your application to us and what we look for is very easy. Our application is on Common App or Coalition. Please just pick one or the other. It's the same as that application. As far as when to apply, we have 2 deadlines. Our early action deadline, which is November 1st, and regular decision, which deadline for that is January 15th. Our early action deadline is non-binding, so you will not be locked into anything. And students who do apply for early action will be automatically considered for most merit-based scholarships, and you'll be automatically considered for our Honors and Scholars program. Our application fee is $85, and we are fully test optional for this year. As far as what we look for your high school achievement. We're looking within your transcript. Grade-wise, we want to see A's and B's with more A's than B's. We also want to see you involved in activities inside and outside the classroom. So they can be clubs and organizations, community service, sports, jobs, literally anything you do outside the classroom. And the last key thing about it is your story. So it's required essays and the short answer responses you're doing on our application. We want to know who you are as a student inside and outside the classroom. We have a holistic review process, which means we don't have any set minimums. So the best thing I can do is really tell your story and let us know more about who you are overall. So when going through reviewing applications, we really feel like we know who you are inside and outside the classroom. Once again, for this 2021 year, we are fully test optional. Not submitting any test scores will not hurt your application in any shape or form. You would not be at a negative disadvantage. The last thing I want to cover a little bit is for cost. So for out-of-state students, you can see our tuition breakdown and as well as the total estimated cost of attendance. Again, if you apply our early action, you'll be considered for most merit-based scholarships. You also have FAFSA information. Please make sure to do that and send it to every school you're applying for. And you'll also see some scholarship opportunities listed underneath, such as Park Scholarship or PAC Assist. Lastly, here are our contact information. I would strongly encourage you to follow us on social media so you can see our student day in the lives here on campus. And as well as if you want to say you was here for today's visit, it's a quick little QR code you can scan to learn some more information about NC State. For the rest of this presentation, I will be on the call. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the Q&A box. Just label it NC State so I'll know. Besides that, thank you. You all have a great night.
Justin, fantastic. Thank you so much. Up next is Rachel. From the University of North Carolina School of the Arts. And David from Presbyterian College is on deck. Rachel, take it away.
Awesome. So I'm going to share my screen and start from the beginning. All right, so my name is Rachel Garrett. I am representing UNC School of the Arts. And just a little background about myself. My degree is in piano performance, and I went to go get my master's in entertainment business. So, and I started working here at UNC School of the Arts about, it's been a year now, and I love being here. I'm a storyteller myself, and it's just a great place to be. All right, so just to give you a little background, UNC School of the Arts is a public professional art conservatory focusing on performance and theatrical art. So that would include dance, drama, music, design and production, and filmmaking. Our students focus on and is driven by our artistic passion and looking to hone in their skills with their particular art and be with like-minded artists as themselves. UNC School of the Arts is located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, which is an hour away from Charlotte. This is a city of art and innovation, lots of arts and lots to be involved in on and off campus to build your professional arts and portfolio and resume without having a big stressor and being at a big city. So we take home and we take pride in being at a smaller city. As I mentioned before, we have 5 conservatories, and I want to go ahead and hone in on some of our accolades. So we are #1 for the School of Dance Choreography. We are affiliated with the American Ballet Theater. We have the top 10 production design program in the world. And yes, that is the White House. Our students had the opportunity of lighting up the White House 2 years in a row. We are #3 for design and tech program, #5 for undergraduate theater program, #9 for school for most alumni on Broadway. We are top 10 for film school, for the best film school, and recently received top 5 best film school. Top 25 for film music composition. We have 150 public performances each year, and with those public performances, we have renowned guest conductors. So as I mentioned before, in order to apply to the university, we have 5 conservatories. So you have to apply specifically to the conservatory. I'm going to go through each conservatory very briefly and then kind of just explain it a little bit. So with ballet has 2 majors, as you can see. That is with the School of Dance, I'm sorry, it has 2 majors. So that is ballet and contemporary. Contemporary is more of your regiment and classical style of dance, while contemporary dance is the combined elements of several dances of genre like modern, jazz, lyrical, classical, ballet. Contemporary dancers take a combination of technique and choreography classes. Point is not required, but contemporary majors are contemporary majors who are experienced in point is welcome to do that as well. So for drama, there's 2 majors, which is acting and directing. And and major components in that, you will be able to take additional classes like action, movement, dance, and voice. And during the last 2 years of your program, students will be casted by faculty for a variety of roles in production, for like classical production, like Shakespeare, or more of your contemporary plays and musicals. For design and production is a standalone program. It's one of the only standalone programs. Typically, design and production is housed under drama, but at UNCSA, it is a standalone program where you can have an opportunity to do stage management, wig and makeup, sound design, any type of painting, scene design, and costume design. They have a 98% job placement rate, and they do that by having their career fair each year. For filmmaking understands that students, we are ranked high amongst, like I mentioned before, as far as the best film school, and we understand that students don't want to just sit in the classroom. So in your first 2 years at UNCSA, you will direct and shoot numerous digital projects, have the hands-on experience, and be able to shoot your modern type of films. You will choose a concentration within the first 2 years, and that would include animation, cinematography, directing, picture editing, and sound design, and screenwriting. And you have an opportunity to submit to film festivals across the world. As a film student, you will be taught by and be able to network with industry professionals. And with that, it will include faculty and visiting artists. You will learn industry standard protocol and practices with the state-of-the-art sound stages and professional equipment. And the last conservatory is music. Music has a music performance and music composition major. These are the instruments that you can choose. You would do basically private lessons and be able to expand on that and do counterpoint and be able to expand on your musicianship. All the conservatories have a 2.5 GPA, except for filmmaking, they have a 3.0 GPA requirement. There is a test score requirement, but those test scores can be waived this year. And as I mentioned, the GPA requirement for filmmaking is a 3.0. The test score requirement for filmmaking is a 1060 and a 22 on the ACT. But again, those can be waived this year. We do have a high school program as well for every program except for filmmaking.
Sorry, Rachel, I'm gonna have to, we're about 30 seconds over your time, so I'm gonna have to cut you off. My apologies, but we're limited on time. So I am going to have to turn it over to David from Presbyterian, and I will let you go from here.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming. My name is David Greenberg. I'm an admissions counselor here at Presbyterian, aka PC. We're located in the beautiful Clinton, South Carolina. So if you're familiar with South Carolina at all, we're located in the upstate, about 30 minutes from Greenville, about an hour and 20 minutes from Columbia, and about 30 minutes from Spartanburg. It's spelled Clinton, but we like to pronounce it Clinton, where the T is sweet and silent. And we're the Blue Hose. So strange college mascot, I'm sure you're wondering what it means. And most people think it's a blue garden hose. That's actually what I thought the first time I came around PC, but it's actually a reference to the high blue stockings that our athletic teams wore in the early 1900s. So sports journalists started referring to our teams as the Blue Stockings. We realized that that didn't exactly strike fear into the hearts of our opponents, so we changed it to the Blue Hose. So you might have heard of us before through the 2017 Fox Sports March Madness bracket for the strangest college mascot. We actually won. We beat out the Fighting Camels, the Raging Cajuns, and the Horned Slugs. So a little bit of notoriety here at PC for being a Blue Hose. And if you're wondering, you don't need to be Presbyterian to go to Presbyterian College. And even though we are Blue Hose, we're fierce Scottish warriors, and you don't need to be Scottish to go to PC. So we welcome everybody from all backgrounds, all walks of life here at PC. And we're a small school. We're about 1,300 students in undergrad and graduate school. About 150 and 200 of those students are graduate students, so everyone else is undergrad. And even though we're a small school, we stretch far and wide. We're in 35 different states and 12 different countries, which is huge for a small school like us. There's a real connection, a real community here in Clinton, and being a part of PC and being a Blue Hose that we really, it's sort of like a creed that we live by. And when you graduate and you move on to your career, it's an instant connection with somebody who's also a Blue Hose when you meet them out there in the real world. We have an average class size of 15 students. There's obvious benefits to this. You have more one-on-one attention from your professor. They know who you are. You're not just a number. You're not just a tuition in a crowded college. So we're really going for the small school kind of feel here, and the connections that you have with your professors and that you foster relationships on campus with and get involved in on campus. We have a 12-to-1 student faculty ratio here. None of our classes are taught by graduate students. So when you come to PC, you're getting a rigorous education from the best faculty possible. Professors come to PC to teach students like you. They don't come here to do research or have graduate students teach their class while they're working with a nonprofit or anything like that. They're here to teach. That's their number one job. We have tons of different majors and programs here at PC. Traditionally, we're a liberal arts college. We've made a shift in the last couple of years towards the health sciences and the hard sciences. So if you're a student who is interested in pre-med, pharmacy, engineering, pre-dental, or pre-law, this is a good school for you. We also have lots of liberal arts programs as well. Business is our most popular major, political science, psychology, English, teacher education. We have customizable academics. If you want to major in something that's sort of a combination of both, you want to do interdisciplinary studies, you can do that at PC. You can make your own curriculum. Our engineering program is awesome. We partner with a couple of different schools here in South Carolina and around us. If you come to PC for 3 years, you complete the physics program and you are guaranteed admissions either into USC, Vanderbilt, Georgia Tech, Auburn, or Clemson. And you go there for 2 years, you get your master's in engineering, your physics bachelor's from PC. So it's 5 years, 2 degrees. It's really more bang for your buck if you're interested in engineering. And 99% of our students live on campus all 4 years. So we have a ton of new additions as far as housing here on campus. We got new senior apartments, townhouses. There's dorms we live in as a freshman, dorms live as an underclassman. So there's tons of options for freshmen and for transfer students here at our campus. We also have a couple graduate programs as well. We have the PC School of Pharmacy. That's a 4-year doctorate degree. It's actually the only graduate degree that we offer that doesn't require a bachelor's degree. So if you are a student right now who is interested in pharmacy and going to pharmacy school, you can come to PC and do 2 years in undergrad and then jump into the pharmacy program and you graduate with your PhD in pharmacy. Or you could do 3 years in undergrad, or you could do the traditional 4-and-4 pathway as well. We also have a physician assistant studies graduate program. It's a 2-year master's degree. And this spring, we're opening up our occupational therapy program. That's going to be a 3-year master's degree. We have $35 million in campus renovations, like I just talked about. New campus housing. We renovated the student center. There's a new gym. A ton of academic buildings have been renovated as well. And campus is only growing. We're really expanding campus. There's a plan for the next 10 years to grow our campus. And we're Division I athletics as well. So even though we're a small school, there's big sports here at PC. 2 deadlines to know about: early action, December 1st, regular decision, February 1st. They're both non-binding. Our application is free all the time. You can apply through Common App, through Coalition App, or directly on our website. We only require you, obviously, fill out the application. It takes about 30 minutes. Send us your transcripts. And then instead of an essay, we ask 3 short answer questions. First, we want to know, why do you want to be a Blue Hose? Second, we want to know, if you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be and why? And third question is pretty silly and it's quirky, but we're the Blue Hose. And that's just kind of the culture here at PC. We want to know if you think a hot dog is a sandwich, and we want you to seriously defend your answer. It's a ridiculous question, but we're looking to make the application process a little bit less stressful, let you have some fun, and take something silly, like is a hot dog a sandwich, and show us your persuasive argument skills, your debate skills, into how you would defend your answer there. We have $24 million awarded to students in scholarships, so with merit and need-based scholarships. Everybody who comes to PC gets some form of merit-based aid, and if you submit the FAFSA, you get need-based aid as well. 95% of our students are in graduate school within 6 months, and we're in the money's best, number 3 in South Carolina for affordability. We're a first-gen forward institution. If you're a first-generation college student, PC makes it very affordable for you to come to PC. And also we are ranked in the top 100 on US News pre-med programs. That about wraps it up from us here at PC. Thank you again for coming. You can scan that QR code. Again, our application is free. Early access is December 1st. My name's David. Thank you again for listening to my presentation.
Perfect, right on time. All right, next up, Rebecca from the College of Charleston. You are up.
Great, thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rebecca Drury. I'm an associate director here at the College of Charleston, graduated from the college in 2015, and have been working for the college ever since. But to give you all a little perspective into the College of Charleston, I always like to start off with this slide here, which is that aerial shot of downtown Charleston. The downtown area really is our whole campus. It's not your typical downtown like a New York or an LA or a Miami. It is a small southern city. We are located right in the heart, and so this is exactly what you'll get. Our buildings in Charleston actually cannot be any taller than our church steeples. So a quick little unique fact about the city. A few of those key facts about the College of Charleston. We are a public liberal arts and sciences institution. We were founded way back when in 1770. We are technically the 13th oldest institution in the US, making it a lot of history on campus, but also within the city of Charleston as well. We have roughly 10,000 students on campus, coming from 48 different states and territories, 62 different countries, and really having that medium-sized school feel, but a small school feel academically. You'll see here our average class size is 23 with a 16-to-1 student to faculty ratio. We do not have a classroom on campus that holds more than 100 students. From a student perspective, of course, it was 5 years ago, but my largest class on campus was about 55 of us, and that was an intro to geology course. And then my smallest class, there was only 12 of us, and that was a business class. So our students are really getting to know their professors, know their classmates, and create those one-on-one relationships that you may not receive at, say, a larger state institution. We do, though, have over 140 different majors and minors to choose from. Those on the bottom left-hand side of your screen are our top 5 most popular amongst students. But we just got a new engineering program, and so we're really excited to have a systems engineering major on campus. But a few of our kind of well-known programs are going to be historic preservation and community planning, hospitality and tourism, as well as marine biology. 3 kind of what better place to study than right here in the heart of downtown Charleston. We do also have multiple study abroad opportunities, 85 plus of them being actual CFC programs, where you go with CFC professors and other CFC students abroad. You get all your classes as CFC classes, and making for a really unique experience. About 42% of our students will study abroad at least once. And while that percentage doesn't sound like a lot, it is above the national average. And out of 10,000 students, it's a good chunk of students. We then have 19 Division I sports teams on campus. Our students will get entry into these games for free. You don't have to worry about being placed into a lottery or buying those tickets. Our big sport on campus is basketball. We don't have football, but I like to think it's because we're still too busy being on the beach during football season. And so basketball is is our big sport. But we have everything from a D1 sailing team, a D1 equestrian team, beach volleyball, baseball, sailing, or I said sailing, you name it. Students can actually take sailing as a class at the College of Charleston, which is a lot of fun. I took it my senior year, and it was really cool to learn a new skill, but also get to see Charleston from a different vantage point. And maybe you're not too big into the sports, or maybe you don't want to play a D1 sport. We do have those club and intramural sports teams on campus, followed by around 240 different clubs and organizations. These range from a Quidditch team, belly dancing club, cheese club, you name it, we most likely have it. And then we also do have Greek life, We're only about 20% Greek on our campus. I like to say we're not a go Greek or go home school. It's there for students to be involved if they so choose, but definitely not something that our students feel that they need to be a part of. Being in the city of Charleston too, research, internships, and everything are going to be right in the city for our students to participate in. And oftentimes students will have internships at Boeing, at Volvo, Mercedes-Benz vans, the Medical University of South Carolina, all of which are right in Charleston. So it's not that our students are having to go far to get that hands-on experience. Students are able to do so right in Charleston. A few fun facts about the city. Like I mentioned, the whole city of Charleston really is our campus. It makes for an amazing living and learning environment. But as you can see here, Charleston is the #1 city in the U.S. by travel and leisure for 8 years in a row. So if that doesn't tell you much, I don't know what will. There are those 3 beaches within 20-25 minutes of a drive, multiple art galleries. We even have an art gallery on our campus that has that does displays and shows 4 times a year. The parks in Charleston are absolutely fantastic, one of which I consider my background, the Cistern Yard. There's 3 minor league sports teams in Charleston, as well as Bill Murray and Darius Rucker live in Charleston too. Followed by our average weather. I know coming from the West Coast, it's always an important factor, but you'll see there the low on average is about 43. And then if you have questions about deadlines or anything, of course, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Those are our email addresses and phone number, but I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening, and thanks for having me.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Last up, we have Megan from the University of South Carolina. Megan, you are up and you can go ahead and take it away.
All right, thank you. Hey y'all, my name is Megan Gallagher. I am with the University of South Carolina, and then we also have Charlene on the call to monitor any questions y'all have throughout the presentation. I'm an alum of the university as well. Absolutely loved my time there as a student. I've been working for the university since. So we're with the University of South Carolina, the state flagship in Columbia, South Carolina. So we are mid to large size for an SEC school, about 26,000 for our undergraduate population, coming from all 50 states and over 100 countries. You'll find the best of both worlds here. It has that college town feel combined with the resources of a capital city. So perfect for internships, co-ops, job opportunities, networking, everything like that. We were founded as a liberal arts college. However, we are now most known for our business, engineering, and nursing. Whether you're interested in getting involved in our Carnegie Tier 1 level research, volunteering in one of the 6 local hospitals within 15 minutes, interning for one of the 30+ Fortune 500 companies located here, or getting involved in maybe tourism, athletics, music, and more, you can find your home here at the University of South Carolina. We have over 100 majors, over 324 unique combinations of study, with over 56 nationally ranked programs, but we're able to keep that student to faculty ratio quite low at 17:1. 85% of our classes do have 50 students or fewer in them. And as you progress through your major, that class size does get a bit smaller. So I know for me, my largest class was about 220 students, and then my smallest class had about 8 students in it. So it definitely gets a bit smaller. You're able to have those connections with your faculty as well, and lots of resources for our freshmen to make Carolina feel like home quite a bit quicker. So you can see listed here all of our academic colleges and schools. In our application, you will select a first and second choice major. You can also come into the university as undecided. So we have a lot of resources for our students coming into college, such as our University 101 course. So we were the university that piloted this course. The whole purpose is to acclimate you not just to college life, but to the University of South Carolina itself. So getting to know the campus, getting to know what you have available to you from our Career Center, our Student Success Center, peer tutoring, academic coaching and advising, and everything like that. You can see listed here our Carolina Elite. So if you're interested in challenging yourself within the classroom, we do have our Top Scholars, Honors College, and Capstone Scholars programs. So there's a separate application necessary for our Honors College. Capstone Scholars you are automatically considered for with your application. As for the campus itself, we're a walkable campus with a 20-minute walk from one true end of campus to the other. We have 3 main entertainment districts surrounding the city, so perfect to get involved and immerse yourself in the community. With over 500 student-run clubs and organizations, you'll be a leader on campus in no time. If you're looking to continue to challenge yourself, like I said, we have these Carolina elite programs. We do have Greek life on campus. About 27% of our student population does choose to go Greek. And then we have 48 total Greek organizations. We have athletics at the D1 level. We're also one of the only SEC schools with free student tickets, so no extra charge there. You can see pictured in the bottom right is our fitness and wellness center, indoor outdoor pool, upstairs indoor track, rock climbing wall, all free for our students as well. And then outdoor recreation. So if you're interested in kayaking, whitewater rafting, and hiking, you can go on some weekend trips. All you need to bring is yourself, and you can sign up for those trips as well. We're located about an hour and a half to the beach, an hour and a half to the mountains, so it's easy to explore the Southeast while you're here. However, with so much to do in the city itself, we are not necessarily a commuter campus. Even our students that are from right here in Columbia are still staying here on the weekends. There's a lot to do right in the city itself. We love to see our students sandstorming in Williams-Brice for a Saturday in South Carolina. So if you're thinking you're ready to apply to the university, we are test optional for the fall of 2021. So you can choose to apply through Coalition, Common App, or our website. We have no preference in how you choose to apply, whatever is easiest for y'all. You will need that application and non-refundable fee. Like I said, you'll select a first and second choice major. You'll submit your unofficial high school transcript. We will look at those grades through the end of junior year. Your complete college essay, we'll take a look at that Common App essay, and then your supplemental materials. So after you submit that application and $65 non-refundable fee, you'll receive a link to your University of South Carolina admissions portal. Through this portal, you'll see a supplemental materials form in which you will select at least one, but up to all 3 options for your supplemental materials. So option 1 is going to be a self-reported SAT or ACT score. Option 2 will be 3 qualifying AP or IB scores. Same thing, self-reported there. And then option 3 is going to be a graded writing assignment from your junior or senior year. As for the Honors College, as I mentioned before, separate application and separate requirements, 2 letters of recommendation, 2 essays, 1 short answer question, and the option to upload a resume. Our decisions from the university are non-binding, so we do have early action and regular decision. We recommend if you're interested in honors, go ahead and get that application in earlier, as that deadline is November 15th, and it's going to be a separate decision, so you'll hear from the University of South Carolina first, and then you will hear from our Honors College. And then regular decision is going to be the last day to apply to the university. You'll receive your decision by mid-March from the university. Our scholarships will also be released mid-March. You are automatically considered for all of our university scholarships with that general University of South Carolina application, and all students have until that May 1st enrollment deposit deadline to be a part of the Gamecock family with us here in Columbia, South Carolina. So 98% of our freshmen receive some form of financial aid. Over a third receive that merit-based scholarship. And you can see here our contact information. If y'all do have any questions after this, you are more than welcome to reach out to our office, connect, and take one of those virtual tours with us.
Meg, great. Thanks so much. Perfect. Okay, excellent. I'm going to share one more thing on my end, wrap things up, and then if everybody would come back on screen, we'll say one last goodbye, and then we'll wrap up the evening. For the folks on the other side in the audience who have listened to our 6 schools present, we thank you for joining us here at the virtual college exploration for Collegewise. A quick survey will be sent to you as you close out this particular link. Please do answer the 4 questions, as the organization and StriveScan want to make this service better for you. If you have the opportunity over the next 2 hours to sign up for the next following sessions, please do so. And again, this recording will be available for you to view and consume in about a week on the link where you signed up for this particular webinar. So let I'm just going to ask our presenters to give one last wave of goodbye. Thank you to Lee from Davidson. Thank you to Justin from NC State, to, Rachel from the University of North Carolina School of the Arts, David from Presbyterian College, the Blue Hose at PC, Rebecca from the College of Charleston, and last but not least, Meg from the University of South Carolina. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. It was great to have you all. And we at Strives can wish you the best of luck and a great evening. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.